Hey guys, Ernesto de la Cruz here. Matt the Greeter. What's up? Listen, I gotta do a mail call tonight. Very exciting. So, in spite of the fact that I haven't made stickers yet or anything like that, people have been generous enough to send me stickers anyway, and some other things. So I thought I'd just kind of show you who's been in touch and sending things out, and just to show a little gratitude and appreciation. And so I think I'll start with something very exciting I got in the mail. And I think I'll open it up for you here. So, first of all, when you get a box and it's got that on the side, do you know what that is? That's a Kraken. So I'm sure by now you can guess who this box is from. We'll try to not reveal any addresses here. Get my wedding knife. It's super sharp. And open this guy up. That should be enough. See what's inside this box. So if you follow Kraken's Garage and Adventures, first of all, if you don't, you should pause the video and go over Kraken's Garage and Adventures and subscribe. Eric over there is a very knowledgeable, generous, therapeutic to listen to, kind of a moto vlogger. He's very enjoyable. I think he's in Virginia. And so we kind of went back and forth a little bit. And he saw a picture of my bike and, the Bug Smasher. And he said, is that a Dyna? And I said, yeah, it's a Dyna. And so he said, I have something for you if you're interested. And so it was something that sort of came to him that he passed along to me. So some of you who follow Kraken's Garage and Adventures remember a story that he told about Paul G. Am I getting your name right, Paul G? I wrote it down somewhere so I wouldn't forget. But when you have like ADD or whatever that is, I write a lot of notes to myself, and they're scattered all over the world. So you could put a book together, and I probably wouldn't recognize a word of it. But anyway, we're going to go with Paul G, because I'm pretty sure that's right. Paul G from New Orleans, Louisiana, was looking for a motorcycle, for a Harley. Dealer markup and added fees are like enormous in a lot of Harley dealerships. But there are a few out there. Laidlaw's in Los Angeles jumps to mind. No added dealer markups or things like that. Well, in Vermont, there's a dealership, and I believe it was Wilkins Harley Davidson in Vermont that Paul ended up getting a bike from. So no, I wasn't misspeaking when I said he's from New Orleans. He went from New Orleans to Vermont to get a motorcycle, because the people at Wilkins, and I follow them on Instagram, and you should probably follow them there too. They run a dealership the way a dealership should be run. And so long story short, go to Kraken's Garage and Adventures and look for the story of the guy from New Orleans who went from New Orleans to Vermont and rode a motorcycle home, essentially. And it's crazy. But anyway, Paul G got some parts that ended up not really working for his motorcycle. Eric from Kraken's Garage and Adventures saw that I ride a Dyna. That's what the Bug Smasher is, a Dyna lowrider. And so he said, give me your address. And then this box arrived in the mail. So what's in this box is actually, I'll show it to you. And, if you ride a Dyna, it's got a wonky shaped frame. So in order to put it on a lift properly, you got to get these little spacer things. And, because the Dyna frame, listen guys, there's a reason it's obsolete, right? And there's a lot of people out there who get like up in arms, like, oh, the Dyna is the greatest frame that's ever lived. Well, it might be people's favorite, but it's an odd shape. It's got a bazillion welds. When they made the lowrider into put it on the Softail frame instead, it's a dramatically different and improved motorcycle. But those of us who ride Dynas, it's hard to pry them out from under us because we do get devoted. And so anyway, having that part is really super beneficial. So now when I want to put my bike up on a lift, they go under the frame in certain spots so that you can lift it properly without, you know, because it's got a weird shaped frame. Well, we don't judge here, right? On my channel, is a judgment-free zone, unless we're talking about certain other brands of motorcycle. Just kidding. I do like to bust chops a little bit. Actually, so Eric did put in a nice note here. He's been kind enough to comment on some of my videos. He's got a nice, I love his whatever you want to call it, branding. He had a little bracelet that he put in there. Yeah, I'm still working on lighting. This isn't the background that I want to go with either. We got a nice background, but my wife and I have been kind of switching things up here. And so he's got a nice bracelet. It's got his branding on it, and it's got a little YouTube. Really super cool bunch of stickers here. I should stop saying huh? Unless I'm in an R&B video. So yeah, I just love his I love his stuff here. That's really cool. And the dilemma is what to stick it on, because we're in a small apartment, and you know, I got enough room to swing a cat, pretty much, as Mark Twain used to say. Not that I would swing a cat in here, like just not get PETA involved here. Anyway, let me show you this too. This came on the envelope, and that is actually a wax seal. So Eric wanted to do something, you know, above and beyond cool, and this is absolutely super cool. So he got himself a custom-made wax seal, and he seals his envelopes with that wax seal. It's super cool, and I didn't want to break it to open it, so I used my my wedding knife. Everyone should have a wedding knife, right? Especially the bride. Anyway, couple other envelopes I got here. I'm not going to show you the envelope. I accidentally flashed an address on a previous video, so I'm not going to not make that mistake again. But I got a nice set of stickers from Mike Will Bike. So remember I said, I don't know, a single other person who rides out of Massachusetts, and then like 700 people are like, I ride out of Massachusetts. And this guy, Mike Will Bike, he's really prolific with his stickers. He gives them out, and you're starting to see them everywhere, which is really cool. So Mike Will Bike, appreciate the stickers, man. And again, still not sure what I'm going to stick this stuff on. But, I got my little Instagram notices are popping up. I'm filming this on my phone. And Risk Rock is starting a live video as we speak, which I will not be tuning into. As I'm tuning into my own face right now, which is not preferable. I got another, so Eric from Kraken's Garage, Mike Will Bike. And then I got a really cool sticker set from Junkyard Dadsky. So you guys already know all these people, right? But it's all new to me. So this is really cool. So Kraken out of Virginia, Mike Will Bike out of Massachusetts, and or as you say if you're not from here, Massachusetts, and Junkyard Dadsky. Check these stickers out. Out of Illinois, I believe. Look at this stuff, man. Yeah, check that out. Purple on Three's got stickers like this too, and he's got the flat ones too, in case I don't want to blind people behind me if I stick it on my helmet. But like I said, I've got an idea what I want to do with these stickers, but I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, so Junkyard Dadsky, aka Wally, thank you too for the stickers. I really appreciate it. And everybody that is, you know, sent me stuff or whatever, you know, notes come along with them. You know, Mike Will Bike, we've gone back and forth on Instagram, you know, messaging each other. Same with Eric, and it's such a cool community. I really dig it. It's been a beneficial addition to my life, you know. And so I love getting a personalized. You know, it's like to the outside community. Maybe sticker swaps seem kind of like what, are you serious? But it's those personal touches, you know, that's really cool. It's not just some, you know, Hallmark card or whatever that's, you know, made in China or whatever. Nothing against China or whatever, but you know, those little personal gifts are sometimes the most meaningful. Like this little shirt, my uncle Steve, who's an artist, he drew this. Yeah, you've probably seen that before on my Instagram page, but you know, I had an idea of making Bug Smashers shirts, and I was riding with a dude, very good friend of mine, who subsequently passed on. So that kind of changed those plans. But I still have this shirt, and I think I might work that design into something. But really cool, my uncle making this. It's personal, like this doesn't exist anywhere except on this shirt right now, So I would encourage you, if you're looking for something to get somebody, and you're just not sure what. I mean, actually, I'll show you another thing while I'm here. So I'm drinking out of this mug here. So my friend Joe, who was born and raised in Maine, and he lives in Massachusetts now, but this was handmade in Maine by somebody who makes these. And so because it was handmade, this is the only one of them that's this one in the world, because the dude actually made it with his hands and fired it in a kiln, and here it is. And so that's pretty unique. And I'll show you another thing. This is super boring. Hi, you still with me? Check this out. So this is something I got for my wife. This is from a YouTube artist. It's a they're not married, but it's a boyfriend girlfriend. They're a team called Nerdforge, and what this is it's a sketchbook, and it's designed and whatever by Nerdforge essentially, and so you don't see them on store shelves. Like, you have to follow the YouTube artist and order it from their online store and kind of know what's going on. It's not just something that gets blasted out in the factory. So my wife is an artist, so I figured instead of just getting a sketchbook, like millions of sketchbooks you see around, get one that's made by someone who has a YouTube channel that we watch all the time. It's really cool, I love that idea. And there's plenty of people. So I think I've decided, like, from now on, instead of getting gifts, just for holidays, like just going and just picking something up, for the sake of giving a gift. I can support, online artists who I respect and whose content I care about, by just getting some of their stuff. And it's unique, kind of filling our lives with really unique personal stuff. We're getting a pack of playing cards from 1000, his Vivid Kingdoms set. And that's really cool too, because I'm sure that I won't ever see another deck of those around. A billion people are going to buy them, but they're all like just artistic people or art fans, like scattered all around the world, who will have them. So it's a super unique deck. And if someone comes over and plays cards and we pull that out, we can kind of spread the love for another artist, around this. I just think that kind of thing's pretty cool. I'm going to drop some links down below to the Nerdforge 1000s page, and I think a couple other people that I feel like you maybe want to consider following if you're into that kind of thing. I'm going to wrap this up because it's getting long, but obviously, where there's a war going on in the world right now, and it's far from us, but it's also very close. I follow some artists that are from in Europe currently. Like Doke is from Bratislava, Slovakia, which is right on the other side of Ukraine, and things are super tense over there. His content is super meaningful, and I think it would be cool if you went over and checked out. He did a very controversial mural, and there was a lot of backlash to it, and his response to it, I think, was pretty cool. So I'll leave a link to him, and to a couple other people that my wife and I follow from around the globe like that. Also, Sean Semchuk, you guys know I'm a fan of his. Like, he's not like out there and like putting records out and stuff, but he's a musician in Saskatchewan, and I really dig his style. I love his covers, and so I'll leave a link. He did a song and dedicated it to the people of Ukraine, and also I'm going to leave a link, if I remember, to my buddy Vindog. I don't remember what he's called, but he writes now for Barstool Sports, and so I only know his real name, but he's called something else there. But he has written some phenomenal articles. He's a very gifted writer, but he has ties in Ukraine and wrote a very relevant and touching article. I'd like to share that with you if I can figure out how to do that. So anyway, that's all I got for you today. You know, thanks again to Eric from Kraken's Garage, Michael Bike, Wally, Junkyard Dadsky. You know, you guys reaching out and being generous, it's meaningful, and I look forward to reciprocating someday. So in the meantime, guys, be good to each other, and I'll check in with you soon, okay? All right, Matt the Greeter. See ya.